Hey guys, this is the first video for my series Armor Piercing Reroll. So the goal of this series is to get a 260, 279, and Chieftain on the account. We got 3 rules. Number 1, we're not going to fire any premium ammunition, and we're not going to use any premium consumables except for auto extinguishers. Number 2, we're not playing any RD on this account. We don't need it to do the missions, so we're going to make this a real challenge, and we're going to say no artillery. Thirdly, I'm not going to use any of my clan connections to get the Chieftain or any other tanks, so no platooning to like rig missions. No, not going to join my main clan just to get a free tank. I'm going to join a new clan out of my own merit, and I'm not going to be spending any money on this account at all. So, with the goals and rules out of the way, let's get started. Alright, so we'll just take a quick look at the account. So I've got a little bit less than 500 battles on the account. We'll take a look at what I got for missions left. So we got LT15 of honors we got to do. Already got MT15. Just look like I got HT15 of honors, and we got TD15 of honors, all for the Stug IV. As for the other campaign, I can just briefly look at these. I've gotten a few missions done, but the priority right now is getting the Stug IV. These will just come as we go. So for efficiency, I've only chosen a few very useful tank lines, one for each tank type and one for each of the nationalities I'll require. So firstly, we got the Object 430U, really good all-around tank. T44 I think will be good for some missions as well. Then we go to the British line. We got the Super Conqueror. That'll be our heavy and our alliance tank. We go to French next. That'll be our coalition tank and our light tank, the EPR 105, as well as the Lynx. I think will be very useful for a lot of these missions. And finally, we've got the GP E100 in Germany. Well-armored German tank and also a great tank destroyer. I've had 8,000 damage games multiple times in the YAG E100, so I know that I will be able to get TD15 for the 260 eventually. I think that's going to be one of the harder missions. I was considering the E4 and the mouse as well, but the JB100 just won me out because it's so ridiculous. You might have noticed that I have an SC-122-44 in my garage. The way that I picked this up is through the Refer a Friend program. You can find somebody to refer you, get the tank for free just by playing battles. And I've already got the 500 battles on my account, so that's how I got that. Picked this, got a couple hundred bonds for it, which was a nice bonus, some camo, some other crap. I also did Steel Hunter about last year. That got me a free 5,000 bonds to start with, as well as 3 million credits, which is a nice boost to the account. Wargaming has generously gifted me with 10 days of premium, as well as another one for going through this stage or something. I don't know. But I haven't bought that premium. They just gave it to me, so I'm not going to say no. This gold is just going to go towards the mounting equipment. That's all it goes for. And this is what we got on my tank. Small repair kits, small first aid kits, and the auto extinguishers. I am going to be using the auto fire extinguisher, even though it's a premium consumable. Everybody should be running an automatic fire extinguisher on every single tank that they're not running food on. It will save you money in the long run because it is so much better. Large repair kits, large first aid kits, and food, those are commodities. They can help, but they cost a lot of money. This thing pays for itself. For some of these battles, I have a live recording of what I was saying at the time, but honestly, it sounds pretty shit, so I'm just going to go over it again and show you guys what happened and explain what I was thinking while we were going through it. So let's get to it. Yeah, so I'm trying to do LT15 for the Stug in the EBR Hotchkiss, which honestly isn't a hard mission, except I'm in the EBR Hotchkiss. So right at the bat, just go east. Might be able to get some early lights. Pretty generic start. Only worry is running into like the LTG and losing a bunch of HP off the start, so I'm going to avoid that fight if I can. He shows up. Just trying to take a quick shot at him, not taking one myself. Not a high priority shot, or a high likelihood shot. So I got like a 3.6 second reload gun here with like 100 alpha, 100 something pen. It's not very good at penning things. It's not very accurate. So it's going to take a bit of work. To get this mission done, I need 3k combined, so that's assisted and damage dealt, which, isn't a ton. Get like 1,000 damage done, 2,000 spotting. That's pretty reasonable for this tier. So I'm looking at that style 1. That's an easy target. One of the tanks, tier A tanks that I actually can pen with this piece of shit gun, so just kind of maneuvering around. We don't know what else is lit here, so I don't want to just YOLO in there. If I get them spawning on, it'd be nice. We got the Pershing moving up like that. Kind of means that I'm going to need to be a little bit more aggressive, or he's going to get all the damage on that star. That was a mistake to go up there. Although I was complaining at the time, really, obviously the LTD was going to let me. So now I'm focusing in on the Stug one, seeing what I can do. Kindly, the Pershing decides to move up, and this will give me an opportunity to get some flanking shots on the Stug. LTG moving up was also a good mistake for him to make. Let's get some crossing shots in on him. You can see the Stug 1's armor is very weak. Even the upper hull is penetrable with this gun with standard ammunition. I just kind of sling shells right at him. Don't have to hit all of them. He can't hit me very accurately just because his gun's not that great. Maybe I killed this gunner or something. So I just poke at him. Another shot in. This next one goes right into the fucking beam. Just my luck. But overall, we're having a decent start. We're up to 770 damage. And they've still got most of their tanks left. The other concern is I need to get this mission with honors because I need those orders for SPG 15. And the condition for honors is winning, which is pretty much going to happen for me to get this mission, and to get assistance damage on 5 tanks, of which you can see I have gotten on 1. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, but I'd already gotten this mission once without getting the assistance damage. So, of the 10 tanks left, I need to get 3 assistance on 3, which is kind of going to have to happen for me to be able to get the another, 1700 I need. D20 kind of just came out of nowhere. I have really bad view range in this tank, so it's not surprising. But it kind of surprised me when it happened. As you can see with the one wheel taken out on the EBR Hotchkiss, your mobility slows down significantly. Once you get to the EBR 105, it's a lot better. But right now it's a huge problem, and often if I'm in a combat situation, that one wheel being damaged means I need to repair it or I'm going to die. So we're going to go around the outside. Should be able to get some lights on the artillery. Need another 1400 or so. Right now I'm complaining that I'm not in the Type 64. Rightfully so. Type 64 is a much better Tier 6 light tank than this. Oh wait, this is a Tier 7. Yeah, it's a much better Tier 7 light tank than the EBR Hotchkiss, even though it's a Tier 6. So really my only concern now is making sure that my teammates follow me up so that I can get some assistance damage. Can't really do much to that defender, but I can pick off the M12. I think there's a FE3805 around here somewhere. I just really don't want to get hit by Artie. Don't know if I'm actually lit here. Don't think I have 6th sense, but yeah, I was probably lit. At this point, it doesn't matter if I'm doing the damage or my teammates are doing the damage as long as I get spotting. So I'm worried about the super Pershing, but I know I gotta get aggressive now or else there's not really a good chance of getting this mission. Once everybody's in view range, I don't have great DPM, so it'd be hard for me to actually compete. This is the second RD that I stare in the face. Unfortunately, he doesn't hit me. I say some unkind things about the artillery's mother at this point that I will not repeat. Right now we're 2400, and basically I know if I can just dump into the super Pershing, that's the mission right there. Get 1 shots, 2 shots, can't reload out quick enough, 3, 4, and there we go. I had already gotten the 5 assistance I needed, I think on the 2 artillery and then maybe on the super Pershing or one of the other tanks. So at this point, just do a little bit cleanup, smack the defender around a little bit, and that's an easy LT-15. Alright, so for HD-15 for the Stug IV, I kind of goofed. I had a replay of it, but unfortunately, patch 1.10 hit, and I can't view that replay anymore. So instead, I'm going to show you a banger battle in my Conqueror. Happens a little bit later in the continuum, but it would meet the HD-15 for the Stug Rex by a mile, and I kind of wanted to show off this battle and no important mission he's had done, so I'm going to do it anyway. So right now we got the Conqueror. I got the big turret on it, but I still have the small gun, And for those of you that are saying that size does matter, I've got a 4.9 second reload and 280 alpha. Now, I do only have 220 standard pen, but I assure you that 280 alpha, 4.9 second reload, that's like 3,400 DPM. That is sufficient, as you will soon see. So right now, just jamming it right through the middle. I got a couple guys with me, but I'm about to use this nice Conqueror turret to clown out some fools. So I got a 430 up here. That thing's got pretty decent armor, but it's not at the greatest angles, and I'll be able to be above it. So we're just going to see what we can do. So bought that one penned, but it did not. I think I must have hit this hit through the tracks onto the angled upper hull. So we got the C50 here. You can just go right for its turret. He hit me in the turret, which is a little bit annoying. So this is basically going to be a lot of me just shooting people. So can't exactly narrate that, but I'll try to narrate the positions. So as I'm above them, they have a hard time shooting the only real pennable part of my tank, which is the hatch, and I can just keep moving my tank around. They've just got no chance. So I'm already up to 1,200 damage here. I think I have some sort of mission going on. Yeah, 3k damage within my view range. Not too problematic here. We're already up to 1,500. And so since I'm above, I can just go right through that 430, even with my 220 pen gun. And this guy's a little distracted, and he meets his fate. So right now we're doing pretty solid. They got a couple guys back there, but I can keep poking, but really only exposing my turret, and keep donging on them. They don't really have enough pen to go through the turret except for the hatch, and I can just peek up, use my super good gun depression, and just shoot them. There's a small part under the gun on the Conqueror that you can go through with maybe like 250 effective, but it's still a hard shot to hit. And like the Tiger P, he's got the small gun that's probably got like 135 pet or something terrible like that. So this is not looking great for these guys. And finally, getting around to putting the 430 out of misery, up to 3,700 damage. So I'm just getting nice. Can't win them all. So at this point, 4-1, we're clapping on them. I need to get into that fight. So we can kick off the 703. Just, take it. What's he going to do? Shoot me? I guess he's not going to shoot me. Yeah, he's got that huge hatch. It's very considerate. I think the FC's a little salty that I'm in front of him, but, use it or lose it, bro. So even if it's only 220 pen, I can still go through the turtle's lower hull. If you were running into a T28, I might have a little bit more trouble, but this thing isn't too much trouble. At this point, I got 5,200 damage. Got a pretty easy one in the bag. I think I need one more kill for honors. I don't really care too much about honors, but might as well go for it. So might as well just get in here and see what damage we can do. And that ends up costing me a bunch of HP. So I really want to get around on this Patriot, but I know at A4 now they've got the Conway Challenger, bunch of crap, so it's not really realistic. So I'm just going to hang out here, and hopefully this guy will generously donate his hit points to me. Unfortunately, he rams a 34-2, making that shot miss, but he wants to make up for his transgressions. God, that is embarrassing. If I had the 259 gun, I'd be just going right through this guy's upper plate like butter. Even so, I don't have too much trouble with it, and I didn't have that gun researched at this point, so yeah, it's working all right. So I'm kind of just analyzing the map. How am I going to get up there without getting shot? It's a great question. I don't think there is a way. So I'm hoping it's basically Conway will get lit or something. I'll be able to just poke out another shot off. But with only 294 HP, not really a good chance of taking any more hits, especially if I'm exposing my fairly weak hull. So approaching at this angle, well, that might happen. And also the Conway won't have shots on me as easily. Right now the map actually is fairly stagnant. We're not really doing anything in the east or the west, so I kind of just gotta wait and hope my teammates can do something for me so that I can farm up some more damage. Right now we've lost about 1700 HP, blocked 2700, so that's 44, and then taken or dealt 6k, so that's about 10,400. I believe HT15 was 6k combined. Might have been the 4k combined one. Anyways, pretty easy for the Stug. Way overshot that. But that's to be expected now that I'm all the way up to tier 9. And the poor Conway's facing away from me. These guys just really want to donate HP to me. I'm kind of just looking back and forth, see if somebody's poking, and making sure I don't get shot on the side of the turret. Still, I'm a one shot for the Sturb over there, so at some point I'm going to want to push, but it's a big risk. Take a blind shot there because I'm wondering why I got spotted. It must have been something off to the east side, actually. Also might notice I started this game with 50 shells. I'm down to 15. Taking a few too many HE shells for this game. It's good to have a few because I can kind of permatrack people. Sometimes, like run the RHMs, do some good damage with that. I forget how much alpha they have. It's probably like 370, so that's pretty decent. Figure that Disturb shooting at me, so probably isn't a great place to be. Just seeing a little scraps of damage I can get up. That guy shot at me at least twice now. So at this point I'm going to check. Yeah, I've got 94 millimeters of, that's the caliber, which means that on Sturb with 30 millimeters of armor I'll overmatch if I hit it, which is really nice because it's highly angled and there's an auto bounce if you can't overmatch it for the most part. So not much to risk here. Game's pretty much over, so I'm just gonna dong on in there and see what I can do. Sturb fortunately kills my friend instead of me. I ignore the arty in favor of picking off the challengers right here. Unsurprisingly, he has trouble bending me. And now, awkwardly, I'm actually all out of armor piercing, so I've got to just HE this guy down. Face fighting like this, the Type 59 is not well off, so I just put a few into his hatch, down to 100 here, 100 there, and he dies. This is the battle of the Conquerors, just absolutely able to dominate because my teammates, supported me just enough, but didn't do too much damage, and the other team wasn't able to shit push me. So yeah, overall pretty solid game. I wasn't recording it, but I have the replay. So that's HT15 with honors. Yep, with honors. So we're on to the next set. It was Stug IV. I guess we'll go claim that useless piece of crap right now. Is that? Yeah, we should have all the orders and then we can get it. Delicious. Hell yeah, we're never getting these back. Beautiful. I'll just take a nice screenshot of that. I'll select those in a second. Well, honestly, it wasn't the most difficult mission, but it's nice to have it done. Feels good doing it in the Black Prince with all standard ammo. And we can really didn't get that much experience for that, but not a bad game, I guess. So now we've got the Stug IV. Honestly, videos and the replays have kind of been a little bit of a mess since I've been doing this over a long period of time. At this point, I've actually been playing a little bit more consistently, so think what I'm going to do is right now, I'm going to go do some of those replays before they are lost to time. And I'll get some more episodes out that'll be a little bit cleaner, and might be able to see a few more missions. At this point, honestly, none of the missions, not even the mission 15s, are really worth showing, but I just wanted to have a little bit of a progress video. So